Hi guys, this is Dr. Lesesne and I'm the professor for LSSL 5380, the Master Seminar for the Fall 2016 semester. You have two options for what you can do for this course, and I want to do a brief screencast for each one just to make sure that you and I are both clear on all the details. The first option looks at children's literature. So for those of you who are already in an elementary library or who wish to be in an elementary library and want to specialize in children's literature, this is probably the one you should select. I do encourage you though, to look at both options before you make a final decision. So here's the option for children's literature. You're going to be looking at contemporary literature and how it's affected by what's going on in the culture. There are two parts to the assignment, and you're going to need to complete both parts in order to be complete with the class. So the first part is to do an annotated bibliography. If you have been in 5360 or 5380, and I hope you have been if you're taking a master seminar, then you know what is going on in terms of an annotated bibliography. But just in case, I'm going to kind of walk you through some of these aspects here. You're going to read 20 books from the following list, and the list has 30 books. So I'm giving you some leeway here just in case you can't find some of the books on the list. But I think that most of them should be readily available. If not in your school library, then certainly in a public library. You can go and browse them in bookstores as well. So read 20 books and you're going to complete an annotation on each. Remember that your annotation has these 4 pieces: the bibliographic citation using APA format, a summary of the book, complete summary. Who's the main character? What's the problem? How do they go about solving the problem? How does the story end? And then a response to the book. How does this book appeal to contemporary readers? Be specific. I'm not talking about, oh, this would appeal to 6-year-old boys or 10-year-old girls. But basically, this is a book that would appeal to kids who are seeking humor in books. This is a book that would appeal to reluctant readers because the text has lots of illustration to support it. Those are the kinds of observations that I'm looking for. You can also include observations about illustration and how that might appeal to readers. And the final piece of the annotated bibliography is to make sure you have a JPEG of the cover. The minimum is 300 by 300 DPI. If you go to a site such as Google Images, and you click on any of the images, you will see the size. And in order not to be pixelated once this blog has been constructed, you're going to need that 300 by 300. So here's the reading list from which you can select books. The Day the Crayons Quit, that's the follow-up to the Bluebonnet winning book by Drew Daywalt and Oliver Jeffers. The Thank You Book by Mo Willems. Are We There Yet by Dan Santat. Grover Cleveland Again is by Ken Burns. Dogman is the new series by Dave Pilkey. Ghosts is the new graphic novel by Raina Telgemeier. Frankencrayon, Rainy Nightingale is a chapter book by Kate DiCamillo. Fish in a Tree is one of the Cybert Award winners by Linda Hunt. Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Colors. Worm Loves Worm. The Dead Bird, that's the remake of The Dead Bird with illustrations by Christian Robinson. Tell Me a Tattoo Story, Beard Boy, Greenling, Pink is for Blobfish, The Night Gardener, Wolf Camp, Baba Bad Sheep, Chuck and Woodchuck, They All Saw a Cat, Excellent Ed, La Madre Goose. I absolutely love it. It's a bilingual Mother Goose. When Andy Met Sandy is a new easy reader series from Tommy DePaula. The Secret Subway by Shayna Corey. Flora and the Peacock, The Tree in the Courtyard, Fly Guy Presents Snakes, although you could do Fly Guy Presents, fill in the blank with whatever topic Fly Guy's talking about. 123 Dream, and that should be The Not So Quiet Library. I have no idea where that 5 came from, but sorry about that. So you'll blog 20 of these books. Then, part 2. Search the New York Times bestseller lists from 2016. You can use any of the lists from January through August. Take a screenshot of the list you decide to use, include the date it appeared. Read summaries of the books through Amazon, Goodreads. You don't have to read the books unless you decide to do so. And by the way, these are by and large going to be picture books. After you've done this, you're going to write a reflection on how these 10 books mirror what is occurring in our society today. Do you see trends? Are there certain topics or authors or illustrative styles that dominate? How long have the books been on the list? Which has been on the longest? Which one do you suppose why do you suppose it's remained there week after week? This reflection should be between 750 and 1,000 words. Don't just answer the questions I've posed there. They're for guiding your essay, not for kind of a question and answer. So you can write this as a traditional essay, or you might use Padlet or S'more or a similar app, but please, no Prezzies, no PowerPoints. I do expect specific details in your reflection. So it's your opinion. I'm looking to see, what do you get out of this reading? What do you think is going on in the world of children's literature? And if you do that, you'll be successful on this particular assignment.